welcome, my fellow Americans. My name is Bubba. Welcome to my channel. I want to bring you a little video here. I stumbled across this article. It's got to do with the Speaker of the House. I especially want to bring this to my fellow Minnesotans because this has a lot to do with one of our rhino senators. I was kind of wondering about this guy. It's Tom Emmer. Uh, without further ado, now this is very important, people here in Minnesota, as this really irks. You know, say what you will about Matt Gaetz, okay? Everybody's got him, a traitor and eight, traitors and in the Republican Party. It took a lot of brass for these guys to make the stand they did. And they're talking about a dysfunction, they're going Democrats saying they're destroying democracy. This is what democracy is all about. Sometimes you got to make a bold stand up for freedom. Freedom is a very delicate thing, and it takes a lot. Hold on to it. Sometimes you got to make these stands. That's what democracy is all about. Sometimes you got to take things that people don't want to admit. Sometimes you got to grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes feelings get hurt. That's what democracy is all about. We shed a lot of blood in the history of this country to hold on to that freedom. And sometimes feeling gets hurt. Wah, wah, wah. This is not a game for children. This is a game for, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's bring this over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, breaking President Trump allies. He will not support former Soros Group's spokesman, Tom Emmer, for the Speaker. We'll find out why. Okay, let's get into this. President Trump's close eye, I already read that to you. Emmer announced his intent for Speaker on Friday at the Go-Up's Rhino flatline Jim Jordan's bid for Speaker in a secret vote. Wanted to keep it away from the American people because most Americans wanted Jim. They wanted Jim. I like Jim. Of course, the Democrats, all this sexual thing in Ohio, deal about these. He knew about the sexual abuse that was going on with on the wrestling team and stuff. But I seem to remember there was, he was vindicated of that. I don't know all the details, but I like his style in the House. And they said he's never passed any bills. Well, yeah, he did. Of course, Democrats always lie. Anyways, where would I leave off here? Jim Jordan is the most popular Republican lawmaker in Washington, D.C. So the rhinos stabbed him in the back. And we all know who them, and this whole thing, has exposed these rhinos. Brought them up big time. And these 22 that voted against him, we'll get into a lot of this here down the road. Political reporter. Them guys, they got no clue. Trump's conversations came as Emmer has begun privately expressing his interest in the post. The Minnesota, you had a snake's den of nothing but political dumbasses in this state. We almost turned red. And I saw how the cheat went down here in Minnesota. I'll get into that in another video. A Minnesota Republican who has been making calls to fellow lawmakers has emerged as an early frontrunner, having received the endorsement of former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Well, Kevin McCarthy did keep his word, He's making them backroom deals with the Democrats. And I know it's got to be, give and take and all that stuff. I understand that. But, he stabbed his own party in the back. Well, he made promises, and didn't keep them. As reported earlier, the House of Representatives has been without a speaker for more than 2 weeks after Matt Gaetz filed a motion to vacate the chair And ladies and gentlemen, we've been kicking the can down the road for how many years, man? As far back as I can remember, we've been pushing the debt down and down and down and down and down and down. And in my previous video, I made brainwashing of America. There's a little bit of an inkling in there of what is going on here. Destabilizing our government, and the only way you can take down America is you got to defund her. You got to do it financially, and we're seeing it happening in front of our eyes. Well, getting on to my point here. Kevin McCarthy was ousted as Speaker earlier this month, 216 to 10 vote, and Republicans who voted to oust McCarthy, Biggs, Buck, Burchett, Crane, Getz, Good, Mace, and Rosendale. Following today's secret ballot, Kevin McCarthy, who was no doubt working behind the scenes, endorsed Tom Emmer for House Speaker Friday afternoon. Tom Emmer told members of the House Republicans conference that he will seek nomination for the Speaker. Yeah. Breaking, Tom Emmer told members of the House Republicans that he will seek the nomination of Speaker. He's number 3 House Republican. He'll immediately become the front runner in the race. Well, we're going to skip forward here a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm dead set against this guy for. Says he can unite the House conference and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Emmer, here's the kicker. Emmer will likely secure Democrat votes. And you know why? I'll get to it directly. The National Popular Vote campaign launched in 2006 to support efforts to overhaul the electoral college by passing laws that commit state electors to the candidate who wins the national popular vote. The Democrats have been wanting to get rid of the electoral vote because they lose by it. It's it's saved our country, our ass, more than once. They hate it. Why do they hate it? I'm going to tell you why. Because, where's that damn button? They hate it because then all the blue states will win. And all those people out here in the rural area, as the flyover, us Midwestern, us idiots that don't know any better, right? That we don't support all these special interest groups, right? It'll be just the big cities, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, all the big blue city states or blue cities will win. All us people out here in the country, our vote won't matter. What we feel won't matter. In all the rest of the states won't matter. It'll be down to the big cities. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So, and who is the big backer of that? We'll show you right here. If it'll work. It ain't going to work because I'm on a different page here. But you can go click on this story here and in the Gateway Pundit, and you can find it yourself. See, I don't have enough subscribers in YouTube. Here's the thing with YouTube. I need at least 500 subscribers so I could add my links. To back up, so I could put my links in there to back up my where I get my info from. It's like I don't know if you remember when you were in school and you write an essay or whatever, you'd have to put your a link to where you got your information from. Well, that's the same way with YouTube. I cannot put my links to my resources where I got my information or a link to another channel where I got my info from, so I can't back up my facts. So otherwise, when a lot of times now, you'll probably get a fact check on me because I don't have anything to back myself up with. So if you see I'll scroll through here so you can just see these things that are highlighted in blue. Like you follow this guy here. You can follow him there. Like maybe I could do this here and take you over there. Well, I take you over there and you can follow this guy. This, that, the other. Cancel that, and I'll go back over at where it was. Hey, that works. So I could do it like that, maybe, huh? But anyways, yeah. So let's get back over to that story. I guess that's all I can show you. But yeah, he wants to get rid of the of. Oh, I guess I could do that. Hey, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Okay, let's see if we can show it to you.
I've had the argument made to me, Tom, as a conservative,
No.
why would
Wait a
you
minute,
ever want
wait
to
a minute,
support
wait a minute.
something like national popular vote?
Oh.
They handed me a book, and I said to the gentleman that had come in to pitch it, why would I ever support this? I mean, are you crazy? Well, it's funny. I went and read the book and became an absolute believer.
National Popular Vote, NPV, founded by John Koza, who financially supports Democratic Party committees, liberal candidates, and was an elector for Al Gore. NPV is partnered
Al Gore.
with Fair Vote, which was granted seed money from the Joyce Foundation. At the time,
Al Gore. That's a joke. Al Gore, the one that brought us inconvenient truth or whatever about climate change. We all know that climate change is it's all political. There's no truth to it. 95% of the world scientists will tell you that climate change is real. It's the other way around. Democrats' favorite thing is you always accuse the other person of what you're doing, right? If you go on YouTube, you can find all these scientists. You go to all these scientific science conventions that they have at a lot of these other colleges that have these seminars, and these conventions that are not paid, they're not a woke college, okay, like Harvard and Yale and stuff where they indoctrinate these kids, like Prager, and some of these other ones, where they actually have real climate scientists that tell you about what's going on. They never go to these guys because they break the bubble. They tell you the truth. Anyways, I'm going to keep this real short because I always make them too long. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe, share, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Thanks, and God bless. Where's that stop button?